Hi, this is Matt with State of Flex, here with a review for Top Gun Maverick. I finally got around to seeing this movie, which has one of the strongest holds that we've seen in recent years of a film just storming the summer blockbuster, but not only taking control of that summer blockbuster season, but hanging on to it and having legs that far outpace your average Avenger film or superhero fare or even Star Wars film. The likes of which we haven't seen for this since like Titanic and Avatar and E.T. before that. This is a kind of cultural sensation. So I decided to finally throw my review on here for it. I got to see it on my birthday a couple days back, and I liked it. It's a solid movie. It's just as daft and inelegant as that first movie, but much like that first movie, it rides hard on the charisma of Tom Cruise. And it is so expertly made and well crafted in its execution, particularly of those action scenes, that even if you are not interested in, pro-military might films, you can't help but get caught up in the fun of it all. I found myself liking it. I do think it is a better film than the original Top Gun, which is a movie that I like in spite of itself. They toned down the homoeroticism that was laced in that first movie. That is the one thing that I think this movie is missing, because I always found that amusing in the first film, whether intentional or not. I think not. This doesn't really have anything like that. However, I think the characters in this film are pretty solid. I really like what they did with the Rooster character, how he ties into Goose and Goose's legacy and imprint on this film from the first film is expertly utilized. It is, if you've seen that original film, you do have like an emotional attachment to this kid just because you saw him when he was a kid and how his whole life was shaped by that film's events and how it corresponds to this film. But there's other characters in this film too that I quite like. I liked Hangman. I really liked Phoenix. She was good. I would like to see more of her, and I think that's a young actress that I can see moving on to quite a strong career push. Glenn Powell, I believe is his name, played Hangman. He's great, and he's great in a lot of movies. He's a good actor. Miles Teller, I'm not a huge pardon me, fan of. However, this might be his best, not his best performance. I think Whiplash will forever be his best performance, but this is my favorite use of him as a performer in a movie. He brings a lot to that character and really kind of sells it. But it all goes back to Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is great as the character Maverick, does the one thing he's never acknowledged in the past, which is that he's getting older. And this is a film about him kind of coming to terms with that on some level. He's a good actor. He can hit the comedic scenes really well. He can hit the romantic scenes well. He can hit the dramatic scenes well, and he can action it up like you read about. This guy is he's got the stuff to make a film like this work. Now, this is a film that kind of, for me, defies ratings, star ratings. I would give it a very strong 3 out of 4 stars. If you are, but I'm not who this movie is aimed at. The movie is aimed at people who have a reverence for that first film and or like military movies and just brainless run-and-gunners and stuff like that. And this is insanely well made for that style of film. And so if you love the first, or even like the first Top Gun, or if you like war movies or like military action-based films, you could bump that a whole star up. This movie is made for you, and it is going to deliver for you. For me, just as an average goer, I got caught up in it. It's hard not to. When something is as well executed as this is. So, do I think this movie holds a candle to some of the other films that it is currently in the top 10 highest grossers of all time with? No, I don't. But I get why a movie like this matters for the people who do care about it. And this is their victory lap, whereas me and my comic book silliness has probably been eating away at those individuals for the past decade or so. This is allow them their victory lap. They get it this time. I gave the movie 3 out of 4 stars. It's worth your time, even if you're not a fan. You will have fun, particularly in the last half hour of this film, which is excellent. It does suffer a little bit from Force Awakens repurposing of the original movie. Essentially, it's the original movie with a nice shiny new layer on it. However, the way that the old legacy characters are integrated into this film is far superior to how they were in Force Awakens. So I give this one a pass where I gave that movie a not pass. But yeah, check out Top Gun Maverick, and if you're gonna do it, might as well do it in the theater. This is the presentation for it. Let me know what you thought of this film in the comments down below. Thanks for watching.